All right, so first of all, we gotta get your swing path more online, right? So we gotta use this thing, and then we need this thing here, right? Because in these sticks, it's so critical that you have the path of your club doing this, right? And so this right here, that's the path of the club, right? Okay, so when you set up your sticks, you got to set this up right on the ground, and you got to make sure that the straight stick, when you get back here, like so you're stand back here with me.
Yep.
When you're looking down the line, you want to see that the flag is parallel to that stick, right? Look, stand back there,
Yep.
right? So then I know that I'm perfectly parallel to the target line first, right? And so now then, if my path goes this way, when I look up, I'm going to see my ball started left of the target, left of the flag. If my path goes too much that way, when I look up, I'm going to see my ball out to the right of the flag.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to use what you see the ball doing to determine whether you need to do what, more under or less under. You know, depending on how much. And the whole question is, we always go straight back. There's no question about that. It's then how much of this do we need? Some players need to feel like it's a lot. Some players it only feels like a little bit. For me, because I'm in neutral body land from the video I do all the time, I just feel like it's a little bit. But at first, when players are going this way, you gotta really emphasize it to go that way. Okay. Now the other part of this fix that you need is you still need to work with your bag on your hip, And if you haven't been, you still need to.
I did.
You did?
But I did.
Good. You got to keep doing it.
Okay.
I did it for 2 years till it clicked for me.
Okay.
It's something that doesn't go away. It's like, this is like,
Just
when you're practicing, it's your training wheels. You know what I mean? It's like, it's your training wheels for your so that you know where your hip is. Because what we need to do here is we need to do a swing where your hip stays and pivots. It's really your thigh, I guess.
Just stays right there.
Stays on there. Meanwhile, while I'm doing what? I'm going to be doing my path straight back, right?
Right.
And then underneath, right? So you're going to see here on this one, look, I'm going to get it up, right? You're going to see my hip stay against this head cover. Closer. There we go. Oh, I caught it. I didn't have it in the right spot. You'll see though, look, it still worked for what it was for, but it's funny. It wasn't in the right place. It's easier for me to set it up for you than it is for me to do it for myself. All right, so look, I go up this way, right? And then where's my hip still?
Right there in the bag.
Right? Touching that bag. So if I put that line on my left hip, right? Look. It stays right on it, right?
Okay.
That's critical, right? Then, from the top, you'll see my club. When it comes down, look where it goes.
Underneath.
The other way. It's the opposite of what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't have that thing in the right spot.
Right.
But look, this is actually the path, right? And as you know, also, after I get my path going, what do I do after that? This wrist goes under, right? Turning it under. And that's how I get it squared up, right? Meanwhile, with my hips staying pressed on that bag, right? My balance isn't going to go forward, is it? It's gonna stay to the back left, I call it. And so see how my head isn't falling through the line. If anything, I've gone more in that direction because I'm putting pressure in my feet and balance toward that direction. Okay.